In this video, we are going to see how to share LinkedIn lead generation form leads to Slack channel. So let's say that every time you receive a new response through LinkedIn forms, then you want that the information of that lead should be shared with your team sitting on Slack. How can that be done? For this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So here, your trigger application will be LinkedIn lead generation forms and your action application will be Slack. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. Now on the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in, and as I do that, here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. As we do that, here we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. Now here, what is my objective? Here, I want to post new LinkedIn leads to Slack channel. Basically, every time I receive a new lead through LinkedIn lead generation forms, so I want that the same lead should be shared with my team sitting on Slack. For this, let's click on create. And as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. So one is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action says do this. Basically action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application will be LinkedIn lead generation forms. So let's click on this. And now comes the trigger event. So the event here would be new lead generation forms response. Here on the right hand side, you can see this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes, which basically means that this trigger application has a polling time of 10 minutes. So the workflow is going to run after the specified time to fetch for new data. Now I'm going to click on connect. As I do that, here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the LinkedIn lead generation forms account. Now I already have signed in. Basically, I already have logged in. So I'm going to click on add new connection, connect with LinkedIn lead generation forms. So let's quickly sign in. So once this is done, here you can see authorization has been successful. Now here you can see that LinkedIn is now connected with Pabbly Connect, and here we have to enter the name of the account and the lead form. Now the name of the account has already been captured by the system, and here we have to enter the lead form. Before this, let me take you to my LinkedIn account. So this is LinkedIn Campaign Manager. Now here I'm going to go to assets. Within assets, you can see lead generation forms. Let's click on this. So here you can see that I already have created a few. Let me show you the sample lead generation form. So I'm going to go to edit so that you can see this clearly. So here, first of all, whenever you are creating a form, you have to enter the form details. First of all, the name of the form. Then here you have to enter the offer headline, offer details, then the privacy policy of your company, then the text if you have any. Then here comes the lead details and custom questions. So whatever the details you want to capture, here you can add the same. First name, last name, email address and phone number. Now let's say if I wanted to add the company name as well. So I would have just clicked on this. Now let's say it is the company name. So the moment I would do this, so it would be added here. Okay. The next thing is custom questions. So if you have any subjective questions, you can add here. If you have custom checkboxes, you can add here. Next is confirmation. So here I have entered a message. Thank you for submitting the information. Then you have to enter the landing page URL, and here you can add thank you message call to action. So here you can add download now, learn more, view now, as per the landing page. And then if you wish, you can add hidden fields as well. Now whenever you are creating a form, the form will be previewed over here. So as you go here, let me show you the same. Here you can see the form. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, and here I'm going to select lead form. And here I have selected the same form, sample lead generation form. So this is just a test case. So I have taken a sample form. Now I'm going to take you back to LinkedIn account, and here let's go to advertise. Now here you can see campaign groups, campaigns and advertisements. So first of all, campaign groups. So whenever you wish to create a group or a campaign or ads, you just have to click on this, and from here you can actually create. Now I already have created a campaign group, which is default campaign group. Let me show you the same. So this is the group, and within this group I have created a campaign. The name is lead generation. Let me show you this. So here you can see this is the campaign, and in this campaign I have got 2 advertisements. Now let me show you this advertisement. I'm going to click on edit. So here, this is how you create an ad. So you have to give the name to this ad, then here introductory text, then the destination URL, and you can add an image as well. And here, as I take you down, for the form details, you can see that I have attached a form with this particular ad, which is sample lead generation form, the one that we just checked. Okay, so now what we have to do is, I'm going to go back to campaign manager, and here, let's go back to this, the lead generation. This is the campaign, and here as soon as I click on this, so I would be directed to the LinkedIn page, and here you can see this particular advertisement, and it has a call to action button which is register. As I click on this, so this is the form that we have just created. Now let's enter the details. Email address. So let's say the email address here is smartuser@pablitudes.com, and what is the phone number? Let's say it is okay. Now the first name and the last name have been added by default. I'm going to click on submit. Now since this is just a test case, so we did not change the first name and the last name. When you would have a paid campaign, you can actually customize the entire form. You can add as much information as you want to, and it can be changed every time. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and as I click on save and send test request, it is going to show me the last lead that was submitted on that lead ad generation form. And yes, here you can see that this is the first name, the last name, the email address is smart user, and the phone number is this. Now what is my objective? My objective is to send this information on Slack. So I'm going to choose my action application as Slack. Let's click on this. Now the action event here would be to send channel message. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with a Slack account. Let's click on add new connection, connect with Slack. Here we have to enter the token type. So here I'm going to select user, as whenever you're sending a message, it may or may not contain a video or a picture. So that is why we always select user. Now I'm going to click on save. Now here Pabbly Connect is requesting permission to access the Pabbly Slack workspace. So I'm going to click on allow. And as we do that, here we can see that the authorization has been successful. Now here we have to map this information, the channel, message, etc. Before I do this, let me take you to my Slack channel. So here this is the space, Pabbly space, and within this there are multiple channels already created. You can create your own channel by clicking on this add channels tab, and then you can add a few members. Now I have already created a channel, the name is LinkedIn Leads. So now I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to select the channel LinkedIn Leads. Let's click on this. Now we have to enter a message. So I'm going to write the message, dear team, we have received a new lead through LinkedIn forms. Okay. And now I'm going to enter the details. So what are the details? Let's say first of all the name. Now I'm going to map this information. How? So you can see the previous step. As I take you down, so here you can see the last name and the first name. So I'm going to write the first name. Then I'm going to give a space, go down, and here I'm going to write the last name. Now this is how you map the information, and mapping is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Now I have to map the email address. So let's again go down, and here is the email address. Then we have the contact number. So what's the contact number here? Let's go down. Now I'll write regards. Okay. Once I have written this message, now if you have any image, you can add the URL here, and now I'm going to go down and click on save and send test request. As I do that, here you can see I've received the API response. Let me take you to my Slack account, and yes, we have received the message. This basically means that our integration is a success, but we also need to check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to LinkedIn. Let's go back to the campaign form, and here we are directed to LinkedIn account. Let's click on register. Here I'm going to enter the email address. Let's say it is test@pablitudes.com. Then we have the phone number, which is, and now I'm going to click on submit. So as I do that, what should happen? Automatically a message should be sent on Slack. But here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that there is a polling time of 10 minutes. So let's wait for 10 minutes and then we are going to go back to Slack and check if we have received the message. So it's been 10 minutes and now I'm going to take you back to Slack to see if we have received the message, and yes, we have received the message. The email address here is test@pabblytudes.com. This is the contact number, name, regards. This basically means that our integration is a success. Going back to Pabbly Connect, let's quickly understand what we have done. So here our trigger application is LinkedIn lead generation forms. The event here is new lead. Then our action application is Slack, where the event is to send channel message. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.